Okay, we're almost done. We had to take a break because the groceries got home and lunch. Okay, so ribbon and trim. Close to My Heart has a great selection of ribbon. Some of it has adhesive backing and some of it doesn't. Some of it's just literally ribbon. It's a lot of fun. I use this one a lot. I don't know if you can see that, but the metallic baker's twine. I really like that for my cards. It's a lot of fun to use for little embellishments. Okay, so that's where you'll find this. We are on page 172. And then we get into our paper. So these are our paper fundamentals. These are all we have a line of colors, and all our paper comes in those colors, all our ink comes in those colors, and then we have just plain cardstock, or these ones have a texture to them. So these are kind of neat. I don't have any of these, but it is on my wish list. And then you get into kind of the fun stuff. So we have a blank calendar, so that's always fun for Christmas presents for the grandparents. And then the long blank calendar. This one's a kind of a month at a glance. Envelopes. If you're a card maker, you can purchase your cards, pre-folded cards and envelopes straight from us. They're kind of small, but they're nice. They're too small to put, say, a photograph and mail it in the envelope, but they're 4 by 6, I believe. Actually, you should be able to put a photograph of that. And then we have our designer creations. I haven't used any of these myself, but there's some bags and some different kinds of crafts you can do. Maybe you want to make a bunch of goodie bags for a party or something. So those are on page 176. And 177, we've got a couple of empty, they're kind of like binders. They're made from craft, so you can craft paper, so you can cover up them, make them more colorful if you want to. So just different scrapbooking options and different craft options. I'm having trouble with my page turning today. Okay, dimensional elements, and these are what comes with the Cricut cartridges as well. These were those, I guess I might have called them die cuts, and they're not really, they're chipboard. But dimensional elements, so these are the shapes that you can pop out and you can use to add some puffiness to your cards or to your scrapbook pages. These ones are kind of neat. These are all, those thought bubbles where people talk and then they have in the cartoons a bubble over their head. So we've got a variety. And then these are neat. These are our embossing folders. So if you have an embossing machine, and I can show you that later on this week, say for instance a Cuttlebug or the Big Shot, then our embossing folders fit with those, and they give a nice raised texture and pattern to your cards or to your scrapbooking. They're really good for cards, so maybe I'll demonstrate that down the road sometime this week. And then this is where you'll also find, I don't have this either, my consultant that originally got me into this, she has one. She has a heat gun, and she embosses and she puts glitter on her cards, and they look really neat, so we do sell that as well. Okay, this page, this is where you'll find things like pens and pencil crayons and our cutting tools. We have a nice selection of that. And our pens, we just switched. This catalog came out with our new pens, and they're Shinhan Touch Twin markers. And I know you can purchase them through other companies as well. So Close to My Heart has 24 of them currently. I hope we get new colors down the road because there are a lot more colors out there. But they're really nice. I've been buying them, and they're dual-sided, so they have a really thick tip and a really, not thin, but normal size tip. So you can do some really neat coloring. So I'm going to definitely be demonstrating them later. And I might be giving one of them away too. So stay tuned. Okay, and then we've got a few punches. I don't have any of the punches from Close to My Heart, so I can't demonstrate those. But if that's something you're interested in, take a look at the page. Those are on page 182. And then our adhesives. I've switched to using the Close to My Heart, the one that we sell, the tape runner, and it's really good. I'm really pleased with how it works. Before I was using Creative Memories ones, and then when they went out of business, I had to find something else, and that I'm happy with it. And then we have the pop dots that make your pictures stand out, give it a little bit of 3D. We have it's called the Rub and Remove Eraser, and it's brilliant for if you stick something down by accident and you don't like it and you pull it up and you leave that residue behind. It does a great job. So take a look at that. These are the tiny things that are going to make your life as a scrapbooker or a card maker easier. And then we've got our acrylic blocks. If you don't have any and you start purchasing stamps, you're going to need to purchase at least one acrylic block to go with it, because this is how we mount our stamps, and I will be demonstrating that later as well. And then we have the stamp scrubber, and we've got a spritz, so you just spritz it on your stamp, you scrub it on your stamp scrubber, and it comes nice and clean. And then our albums, and I'll show you those up close later. We have a D-ring album, which and they're not in this catalog, they're in the Seasonal Expression, but our albums are really good quality. I've been very pleased because I've had to switch from, I've done all my scrapbooking for years in Creative Memories albums, and so I've purchased three of the Close to My Heart albums, and I'm quite pleased. I think I can make the switch. It's not gonna kill me. This page here, this is page 185. These are all our page protectors. We have a huge variety that are going to make, you're going to love it. I love it, and I never thought I would. I was never going to be a post-bound album girl. Then our organizational tools. So if you have a lot of stuff and you don't know how to store it and it's just a big pile of, just a mess on your table all the time, then we do have some storage solutions. And I'm quite enjoying them. Okay, and then this is our color palette. So this is what I meant by Close to My Heart having a variety of colors. All of our inks come in these colors here, and all of our papers as well. So everything coordinates beautifully, and I will demonstrate that as well. I'll use a piece of paper and I'll show you what it looks like with the matching ink, and I've just found that my scrapbooking has just become that much better since I've started using coordinating things instead of trying to match the papers myself. I buy paper that Close to My Heart tells me already matches, and it just makes everything tie together nicely. Okay, and this is another way to look at it. So down here is the colors, and then across here you've got your exclusive ink stamp pad. So the stamp pad is $6.50, or a re-inker. So if you've already got a stamp pad and it's starting to dry out, you can buy a little bottle of ink, and then our cardstock, and that's down there as well. Okay, and the cardstock comes in packages of 24 for $15.95, or you can buy it in multi-packs. So the 24 pack is really great. My mom and I have been buying it, and then I give her 12 of mine and she gives me 12 of hers. So that's a really affordable way to do it. And if you want the multi-packs, did I miss them? I might have missed them. I skipped a page. Anyway, the multi-packs come in 24 as well. No, they come in 20, and they have 2 of each color, and they're in groups of 10. So you've got this group will come as a multi-pack, and then this group and this group. So that's about it. And then we have our how-to books, and I've got a few of them, and I will also show you them later on this week as well. And they're really neat. We have a formula, and basically they'll have a pattern in the book, and then they'll say, okay, if you want to make this layout, then cut a 6x4 piece of this color and a 5x3 piece of this color, and it just tells you exactly what you need to cut. It takes all the thinking away, which sometimes is a good thing. You know, if you're stumped, I'll go to my book and I'll say, I really want to do a layout that has 4 pictures, and then I'll find one that I like, and it just tells me exactly what to cut. So I'll demonstrate that too down the road. Okay, so thank you. If you have any questions, please comment in the comments below or send me a message. You could also send me an email, but if you post your comment where everyone can read it, it might be fun. We'll get some dialogue going, and I'll try to answer them. And I also encourage you to look through our catalog, because I'm going to be doing kind of a treasure hunt sometime this week. I'll have a few questions, and then there's going to be a couple of prizes. We're gonna have a lot of fun. Okay, and stay tuned. I'm going to go upload these to YouTube now. I'm not sure how long it's going to take me to get them on the page, but feel free to watch a couple at a time or watch the entire presentation. And then throughout the week, I'll demonstrate up close and personal some techniques and some products. All right, I'm looking forward to this. Thanks for being my guinea pig. Oops. There's our catalog there.